Thanks and praises. Give God the thanks and praises.
Well, welcome everyone to Noche Enabia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. Their last meeting was in New Orleans where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans. Here's Castle. Vassell wide open. A three-pointer no good. Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look, he is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all three levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a three-point shot.
And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
Here's Castle. Pass to Diabate. And Benyama with it. And here's Barnes for three. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. We talked about trying to contain someone like Zion Williamson, and Coach said it's like trying to put out a fire with a squirt gun. He's just so explosive and physical. The only good option is to build walls and try to cut him off from the hoop. See how that works out for them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. It's Vassell on the wing. Launches a three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, Vassell has the range to create a lot of trouble at the arc.
Ingram drawing the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
And San Antonio has possession. Pass to Castle. Baseline jumper. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Castle has some of the best body control you'll see in this rookie class.
And it's Williamson missing.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
Zion Williamson. First personal foul. Second team.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Pelicans still look like they're getting going. Trailing by 5. Pass to Ingram. And they get it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Devin Vassell.
Well, you know Ingram is known for his scoring, but he's really developed as a passer during his time in the league. He is a well-rounded offensive player.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Vassell. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
So, Coach, thinking about Zion Williamson and his impact on the game, sometimes his playmaking can be overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, Kevin, this guy is really unselfish, and I think Zion actually relishes setting up teammates for shots more than he likes to score. He knows he's going to draw a lot of attention, and he creates shots for his team.
Just hearing you talk, I know you really like him, even personally, don't you? You love him as a player, but personally you like him.
Just a great person.
The 17-footer.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Murray. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vassell.
Checking in for the Pelicans, number 15, Jose.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. 5 on the clock. Here's Ingram. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And it's Vassell in the corner. Pass to Castle. Connects from three-point range. Castle's got 5 points so far.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
Spurs leading by 4. Buries it down low. Castle's got his third bucket of the night. Here's New Orleans. McCollum looking it over. Ingram outside. He can't get it to go. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. Both teams will make substitutions.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:37 left in the first. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Vassell. Hits the three-point bomb. 8 points for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. So both teams changing it up here. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, the Pelicans know that chemistry is key. They've got plenty of talent. Brandon Ingram says there is sacrifice in figuring out how to win. And I know New Orleans hasn't seen winning. We don't have a banner in our arena. We're just trying to draw closer and closer together. All I want to do is win. Kevin?
They've got talent, David, that's for sure. Thank you. Stan, I look at your list of players you've coached, some incredible scores along the way, including Brandon Ingram. Let's zero in on him. What makes him so good?
Well, Kevin, look, when you've got Brandon Ingram's size and then you have the ability to get where you want to go on the floor and you can just get to that spot and rise up above people and knock down shots, you're virtually impossible to stop one-on-one, and that's what Brandon Ingram has.
What a talent. And the basket by Vassell.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And Covington sends it back.
Checking into the Pelicans. Number 10, Daniel Tice.
Jones looking for an opening. The shot, no good. Nice defense by Vassell. With 1 on the clock. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Branham. Second shot opportunity. Now Diallo. Pass to Sohan. 4 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. A shot by Diabate. No good. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Collins. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Murray. Green left side. Pass to Jones. Back to Green. Over Collins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Now here's Murray. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. The Pelicans making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. Now that's how you finish with authority. Show him how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Knocks it loose. Here's Murray. Ingram outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Ingram's got 6 points.
Well, when you've got a reliable jump shot like Ingram does, you can shoot without hesitation.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Victor Wembanyama.
Does he even have to jump? Do we have a vertical on Vic?
Right wing. On the wing, Murray. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, C.J. McCollum has talked about his fit on the Pelicans. He says, with my skill set, I can play in any environment, style, and system. This group is just about me making the right plays and finding my offense without taking away opportunities for B.I. and Z to get theirs. Kevin?
That's true, David. You know, shooting always helps. And he's got some talented guys around him for sure. Now here's Paul. Back to Vassell. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Vassell's got 15.
Yeah, things are really clicking for Vassell on offense. And he's going to keep attacking until it stops working.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Now here's Paul. Here's Vassell. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Well, that's why the offense works so hard to get the ball to Zion inside. He's so reliable in there.
Outside, Covington. And stolen by Williamson. Murray outside. Williamson trying to free himself up. Murray, good. 6 points for DeJounte Murray. Pass to Collins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And that one falls for Collins. So both teams making some changes here. And so Collins nails both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. A shot by Messi, no good. San Antonio leading by 12. Vassell outside. No good on the triple. And stolen by Vassell. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Vassell's got 8 points in the quarter.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
So he gets them both. And McCollum launches it from... Wow! Huge buzzer beater!
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
33.
Devin Vassell has been on display for the Spurs. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Back to the action in just a minute. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach Jeremy Sohan? He played a lot of point guard during his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, that's Zion's bread and butter. Absorbing and dishing out contact inside.
To the paint. Here's Diallo. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And the Spurs lead by 13. Here's Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Well, with his length, Murray creates a lot of problems for opposing defenses, especially in the paint.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
So Murray nails both of them. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
The offensive rebound.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
for three. Ingram, good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Ingram's got 12 points in the game.
Well, Ingram, with the way he shoots the ball, he is a big threat from the corner.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all five guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. Off target from outside. Pelicans trailed by 9. Here's Ingram. Here's the drive.
Well, look, you need to get up on Ingram, but then he has the quickness to put it on the floor and get all the way to the rim.
Hangs. Pelicans pull it in. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And it's Williamson missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
It's stolen by Alvarado. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. And a strong finish with two hands.
And you like to see Castle creating opportunities for his team.
McCollum left side. It's McCollum on the wing. .153 left to play in the third. As he pulls it in.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Pushing it up. Here's Castle. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
One thing this team loves about Castle, his feel for the game, knows how to draw contact.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, what I like is not only have they been forcing turnovers, they've been capitalizing on those opportunities.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both shots good from the stripe. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
There's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor. And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now here's Williamson. He's got 11. Again, McCollum missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around. His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
A floater, and it's Williamson missing.
Got to run the clock and wait
for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. It's Vassell on the wing. And so it's San Antonio sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Spurs leading by 21. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And here is Ingram. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Sohan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Top of the key. Nice jump shot. Good. Wembanyama's got 4 points this quarter.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Here's Murray. The shot off that time. Nice defense by Vassell. Wembanyama down low. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch, he has it all working. Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Here's Alvarado. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Alvarado's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Vassell outside. Pass to Barnes. Now, Sohan. Here's the three. And Harrison Barnes gets the three.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Ingram. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Wembanyama. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10, double-digit perfection.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Man, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
And that one's good, Ingram.
The pure shooting ability of Ingram does all the talking there. He gets the ball and delivers that quick release.
Here's Sohan. Down low. Barnes outside. Drills it from outside.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Now here's Ingram. Back to Jones. 6 to shoot. Shot from free throw range. And the shot falls short this time. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's Vassell. Pass to Sohan. Off target with his 3. And Ingram has got the ball here for New Orleans. He doesn't hit that one. Good defense by Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Wow, Sohan just erupts off the floor for the dunk. A reminder of how athletic he is.
Murray. It's deflected. Wembanyama with it. And he makes that one. Wembanyama's got 16 here in the second half.
Boy, Wembanyama has every shot in the bag. How about the touch there?
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. So both teams changing it up here. Now here's Ingram. Pass to Messi. Williamson outside. For 3, Murray. They get the rebound. That's tipped.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, the defense he played is what jumps out to me. Did a fantastic job to bother shooters, and he's got the blocks to show for it.
Here's Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. The putback. And it's Williamson with the rebound. And so here is New Orleans. Here's McCollum. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Nice play by McCollum. So crafty with the ball in his hands.
Wembanyama. And he drops it in from the low post.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks.
Hey, don't tell me what to do. 'Cause I don't like you and I don't trust you. And I feel like I'm always to blame in this kind of situations where I'm the one that's outspoken. And don't tell me that I'm wrong. I know I'm the good one. Because I'm wrong, just straight inside. Lost my way inside. Out, that's where I go. That's all I know. Okay, okay. Everybody's jumping, jumping on the dance floor. Everybody's jumping, jumping. Oh, everybody's jumping, jumping. Yeah. Jumping, jumping. Oh. Honeys be moving their bodies. They be moving their hips so fluidly. Bass be bumping, so we be jumping. Welcome to the party, yeah. We got food if you're hungry. If you want it, in the back if you're thirsty. And every bad at the party, yeah. We vibing and grinding one night. And I think that we did it this time. Got guys in the corner, they up. Shawty done had it last for the night. Little mama came up and caught me by surprise. You know that your boy had to shoot a shot. Now we face to face, both our eyes locked. I came up forward and said, hey there, little mama, if you need a dance partner, I'm more than happy to help. Come here. I turned her around, her body on mine. She slid in my hand. On her, she holding on tight. She followed my lead. I'm pulling her close. She said it feels nice. You from around here, not just for the night. She gave me a number, said call me sometime. She left the party with her friend by her side. 12 pulling up, hands outside with your up. Lay it low, go ahead, crank that up. This not blocking, I say when we stop. But we ain't stopping.
Live from New Orleans, 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. And the Spurs looking for a positive start here on their road trip.
And they can put themselves into a great position in the season series by winning tonight. They've won the first one, 2 to go after this, so they'd be assured of at least a split.
Well, and when you've already gotten that first win, it makes you feel like you're on the attack going into the second meeting.
Now McCollum, Harrison Barnes missing on the three. McCollum left side, Murray outside. Shot clock at 5. A floater. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So, Coach, thinking about Zion Williamson and his impact on the game. Sometimes his playmaking can be overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, Kevin, this guy is really unselfish, and I think Zion actually relishes setting up teammates for shots more than he likes to score. He knows he's going to draw a lot of attention, and he creates shots for his team.
Just hearing you talk, I know you really like him, even personally, don't you? You love him as a player, but personally you like him.
Just a great person.
Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Now, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Willie Green.
And I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Kicks it out to McCollum. Murray outside. Into the lane. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Collins in the post. Down low. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Williamson outside. Back to Murray. Floats it up for Williamson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Look out below. Zion came flying in to finish that alley-oop.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Spurs trail by 3. Here's Castle. Here's Wembanyama for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
For 3.
Wembanyama's got 7 points. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Murray. Driving the lane. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Here's Castle. Still scoreless. Here's Vassell, and it's denied. Now McCollum. Here's Ingram, outside for Murray. Floats it up for Williamson.
Well, it's hard to imagine a more solid screen than a Zion screen.
Here's Castle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. It's going to be Murray shooting. That one on Castle. Spurs making a switch here. Free throw good, Murray. And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league. Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Pass to Bessie. Vassell outside. The kick out to Barnes. Drills it from outside.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Well, you get a lot with Murray. Size in the backcourt. He plays at a high level on both ends. Very difficult matchup. Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
To the middle. They swipe it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Good decision there by Vassell in the two-man game.
And here are the Pelicans now. McCollum outside. Oh, good with the triple. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
McCollum outside. It's a tie game in New Orleans. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Attacking, drawing foul. So they won that first quarter at the line.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time. That's a nice touch around the rim. McCollum makes the most of his opportunities down there.
Pass to Vassell. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Wembanyama barely even has to elevate when he throws it down.
Alvarado with it. Now here's Jones. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Pass to Jones. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 3. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talents, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is 1 of 1. Hey, thank you for the report. Here's Vassell, following the score by New Orleans. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. about how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart you guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
And it's Williamson missing. San Antonio trailing here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And not going to let him get that easy dunk. Defense stopping the easy two, but a foul called and a trip to the free throw line instead. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pelicans.
Well, they keep finding ways to get to the free throw line. The defense is being overly aggressive, and they're baiting them into fouls.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
So it's San Antonio now, following the miss by DeJounte Murray. Fires for three, knocks down the three ball. Castle's got 5 points so far.
That's a confident shot right there by the rookie. Castle wants to keep improving that part of his game.
And it's Williamson missing. San Antonio leading. There's Diallo. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next steps.
San Antonio making a switch here. Here's Ingram. It's deflected. Williamson outside. 5 on the clock. Rebound by Johnson. Spurs leading by 5. Ball looking over the floor. Pass to Diabate. That one drops for him. Diabate's got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs. And here is Ingram. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram. Paul outside. Outside Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Pelicans trailed by 9. Ingram up top. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Stan, I look at your list of players you've coached, some incredible scorers along the way, including Brandon Ingram. Let's zero in on him. What makes him so good?
Well, Kevin, look, when you've got Brandon Ingram's size and then you have the ability to get where you want to go on the floor and you can just get to that spot and rise up above people and knock down shots, you're virtually impossible to stop one-on-one, and that's what Brandon Ingram has.
What a talent. As he pulls it in. San Antonio leading by 7. A nice shot by Sochan.
Well, that's where Sochan flourishes. He likes to take his work inside.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Here's Messi. Oh, that's blocked. It's Vassell with the drive. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And we've seen Vassell gain more and more confidence as a scorer, which has resulted in him getting fouled for it, too.
He hits the second from the line. Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look, he is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a 3-point shot. Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
Pass to Sochan. And it's Vassell in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. A 15-footer. Pelicans. Pull it in.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense played a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Get that out of here. I don't even want to see that. Johnson showing his explosiveness at the defensive end.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, the Pelicans know that chemistry is key. They've got plenty of talent. Brandon Ingram says there is sacrifice in figuring out how to win. And I know New Orleans hasn't seen winning. We don't have a banner in our arena. We're just trying to draw closer and closer together. All I want to do is win. Kevin?
They've got talent, David, that's for sure. Thank you. And the shot is good. Sochan's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs.
What a slash right there by Sochan. A big man with fantastic mobility.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Ingram. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So with Brandon Ingram's height and shooting ability, Stan, he can get about any shot he wants, can't he?
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people. And he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
What a fun player to watch. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Murray. Another shot.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Can't get the layup. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's Champagnie. And a strong finish with two hands.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
McCollum outside. Takes it off the glass. McCollum's got his second bucket tonight.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pro?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams? 15 of them. And the pace of the game, everything happens faster. So all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
In transition, here comes San Antonio. Good work there as it goes. Barnes has got 5. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up blocked shots.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively. Started doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So both teams making some changes here. 59 seconds left in the third. Now Sochan inside. Diabate. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Pelicans trail by 16. McCollum looking it over. And that one is off. Good D by Covington. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Sochan inside. Pass to Covington. Good D by Williamson. Rebound San Antonio. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Spurs leading by 18. Stolen. Pass to Alvarado. Here's Jones. Johnson with the block.
Strong defense from Johnson. Love seeing him use that athleticism to come up with blocks.
Here's Jones. Got a piece of it. Johnson down low. Here's Champagnie. And the three off target. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Here's Sohan. The layup missed. Pelicans trailed by 15. Here's Ingram. Yep, that one goes. 8 points for Brandon Ingram.
Well, fighting through it there. Ingram can get aggressive when he needs it inside.
Sohan up top. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Spurs lead by 15.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
They get it back. Johnson outside. Here's Sohan. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The free throw drops for Sohan. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Murray, good.
Yeah, this has been an outstanding night for Murray. Consistent, efficient, doing it all at the offensive end.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vassell. San Antonio making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Williamson. And here is Murray. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ingram. And the rejection by Collins.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
No good on the free throw. Stan, you know this. Every team wants those 3-and-D wing types. This Pelicans team is loaded with them.
Yeah, Kevin, they love those type of guys. Long, athletic guys who can defend, and they either come in being able to shoot the three or they develop them into three-point shooters, and it shows in the numbers. Last year they were 4th in three-point percentage, 7th in defensive rating. Those are key metrics.
Out to Ingram. Loads it up for Williamson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
This is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Wembanyama looking it over. Over Williamson. Wembanyama gets the bucket. Wembanyama's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for San Antonio.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Jones, no luck.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Tries the spin move. Here's Jones. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the wide open shot from Green. Diabate grabs the board. A 3 from Wembanyama. Hands it from downtown.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Back in the 80s and running from 12, but that isn't Brady. But that doesn't faze me. I keep to myself if that's what it takes me. The day that you play me, it be the same day me and Jennifer Lopez announced. Yeah, having some twins and 2 in the bag. You want the fame, but you wouldn't last. The difference between me and you is you trash. I'm really 100, you're doing too bad. Look, if I'm at a 10, then you like a 2. If you was a 10, then I'd be 200 divided by 2. I'm too good at math. Look, they got me started, I'm back on my nigga and shit. I thought about for practice like I've been auditioning. Cut her off when she started a bigger one. Cut it. They use when they open the business and cut the red ribbon with. I'm ignorant. Too many times I told these stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting on this. Devil in the booth, I'm sitting on this. Don't touch the stove, I'm begging on this. I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky, I'm jizzing on this. You shaking on this, got something for hating on this. Look, all my celebrity crushes, I already. Be mad cause I did it already. I told them make sure to my dinner already. And I did it all and you can tell me. Boy, what I wanted, you can give me. Got plenty of Benjis, but now it's more money, more problems. I should've listened to Biggie. And this type of living is not for beginners. You kinda losers, do not make try to be cool, but I'm not for the I got the rock, paper. I keep it like rock, paper, scissors. I made the choice, it was not their decision. I'm not gonna listen to rappers who sound like broke records, but no, you did not. I'm highly offended. Only way you gonna get to where you wanna be, you gotta. Even if you made it to the bottom of the pit and try to climb it to the top, you know I probably always wonder how I'm feeling, and I tell them that I feel like I gotta play the. If it want me, she gotta be a 10, and if she's sending me selfies, it gotta be joining. Too many times.